I'm going to share with you the benefits of being a member of ACM, acronym for At Cost Metals, and help you understand what we do. We do two things. We show people how to save money acquiring precious metals, gold and silver, delivered to their door, and we show people how to make money. And you can decide how you want to participate. Some only want to save money, and we show you how to do just that. Save money, exchanging fiat for real money, right? This is a 10-ounce silver buffalo bar. Okay, very nice bar, 10 ounce here. I'm gonna show you another one. This is a kilo sunshine bar. Very, very beautiful, tiny bar. 1 kilo. I'm showing you these particular bars for a reason. And this is real money. The light bulb will go off for you. That switch will flip when you understand that, yes, they say we're buying precious metals, but at the end of the day, we're just exchanging fiat paper money for what is classified as real money. I mean, think about it. If you were traveling from one country to the next and you're at the airport, you're needing to exchange the fiat that you have. If you're from the US, it's US dollar to the pound, or you need to exchange it to Vietnam dong, and you want the best rate possible. You're exchanging it for money. It's just a different type of currency. Yes or yes? Yes, it's just a different currency. But you understand that that's money. You just want the best rate. That's all we're doing. We're exchanging fiat, getting the best rate for precious metal. This is a 100-ounce silver bar. It's a JBR serial number bar, and it weighs 7 pounds, by the way. Yeah, it's quite, you hear that? Yeah, it's pretty heavy, but it's a beautiful bar. And then here's another 10 ounce. I just like, this is beautiful. This is a round, 10-ounce round. You know, this is a 10-ounce bar, but this is a 10-ounce round, okay? Look, Queen Elizabeth 10-pound coin. It's just a very nice coin to acquire. And it's been our way of saving money. I don't look at acquiring precious metal as an investment. Some people do. I do other things for investment, but to be quite honest with you, for our family, this is our way of saving money. And it's really, really nice because we've saved with fiat before. And when there's a tough time, we typically kind of reach in the kitty a little bit and grab a little bit, because it's so easy to do. But when you have precious metal, it really, really kind of forces you to save. Could we sell it? Of course we can. It's real money, but we don't want to go through the process. So it really allows us to be disciplined and do the things that we're looking to do, which is to save real money. So I'm going to share with you a couple things. First, I think you should understand that the person that invited you here, they're going to save money acquiring precious metals from ACM, whether you get involved or not. So you getting involved has nothing to do with them saving money. They're going to do that anyway. They just thought enough of you to say, you know what? If you're thinking about buying precious metal, gold, and silver, let me show you where you can get the best price. And our name truly says it all, At Cost Metals. Let's talk a little bit about why we all should be acquiring physical precious metals. Well, one, there's a lot of global uncertainty right now. Some people think we're on the verge of World War III. I don't want to go down that path. Lord knows, I hope that's not the case. But I do know some reality that's happening, and that is that the power of the dollar, the US dollar, is doing this. And if you think it's not, I don't know what rock you're living under. And I also know inflation is doing this. So when the value of the dollar is doing this and inflation is doing this, what is it that we as a people can do safely to hedge against inflation? And it's this, it's acquiring precious metals. That is our safety net. Now, I'm a guy, I've lived on crypto, my wife and I, 100% for the past 8 years. 100%. I was very fortunate to get involved early on, bought Bitcoin, it was $350, and 8 months later, I left the US. I traveled to 38 different countries. I ended up planting my flag in Hanoi, Vietnam, where I stayed for 7 years. Moved back to Dallas 1 year ago. So I've been back in Dallas a year now. But I learned a lot. although we've lived an incredible lifestyle, I've never held Bitcoin or Ethereum in my hand. I was never able to do this. Wow, never. But I can do that with this. And so when you're talking about saving something for the grandkids or saving something for your kids that has no expiration date, listen to me. There's nothing more safe than precious metals, gold, and silver. There's a very, very powerful documentary that's out there entitled End of the Road, How Money Became Worthless. I think it's important that you take some time, watch that documentary. It's on YouTube. It's free. I'm just going to show you a 2-minute clip of the documentary, but it's, oh my goodness, it's so powerful. I'm going to show a 2-minute clip. It's going to talk about how our U.S. monetary system is one big Ponzi scheme. Yeah, that's what it said. And then we're going to break down who we are, what we're doing, how we're doing it, so you can make the best decision for you and your family.
A few years ago changed the way they account for gold, and they're accounting for some of their receivables and their inventory as one line item. So they're accounting for what they actually have and what people owe them as the same thing. And that is basically illegal accounting. It's fraudulent.
But why work so hard to keep the price of gold and silver low? Why do healthy gold and silver prices threaten to collapse the Ponzi scheme?
There's this competitive relationship between gold and national currencies because gold is the only competitor to a national currency. You know, gold is money, and these national currencies are money substitutes that circulate in place of gold.
Fiat money gives the power to government. Real money keeps the power with the people. Because when you have real money, government is limited. It can only spend what it taxes. And the public will resist taxation. But if the government can simply print and borrow, there's a lot less resistance. And so it's a lot easier for the government to grow when it can promise something for nothing. And so that's what they do. And so gold is what protects the people from the reckless policies of government. Gold is the government's chaperone. The government wants to be able to do whatever it wants. Gold stands in its way. So yes, gold is an enemy of big government, but it's a friend of freedom. It's a protector of individuals from government.
Gold's a competitor to the dollar. When it's going way up, it's a threat for inflation. It's a barometer of the well-being of the United States. Look at gold screaming now and the world's falling apart. So it calls attention to how bad things are. So the U.S. government has an interest, Wall Street, the politicians, to keep the price suppressed.
Wall Street doesn't want you going down to a coin dealer buying gold and silver coins. They want to sell you paper. The government wants to sell you paper. So I would say it's the government and Wall Street.
Gold in the hands of people is the way you control government. Governments cannot create money out of thin air. If it's gold, they can only create paper out of thin air. And if they can create paper out of thin air, they can use that paper to wage wars, or they can use that paper as a political contrivance to enrich their friends. And as a consequence, governments have been fighting gold all century long.
So let's talk about some pricing. You know, I held up a few coins for a reason. The very first coin I held up was the exact same coin that you're seeing here. A Silver Town 10-ounce Buffalo Bar. Here it is. This is SD Bullion. It's a very, very reputable gold and silver retailer. They sell millions of dollars worth of precious metals. And you can see their pricing right here. I'm gonna zoom up for you so you won't have any problem seeing it. If you buy one bar, it's $325.85. And at the time, I bought this when I bought 3 at one time. So if I would have bought 3 from SD Bullion, it would still be $325.85 per bar. To get a discount, I would need to buy 10 or more, and I would save $5 per bar. If you buy 50 or more, then you get quite a bit more savings, $315.85 per bar. And yes, people do buy 50 or more silver bars because they understand what they are buying. They know that they're just exchanging fiat for money. Well, how much is at cost metals? $300.40. If you buy one, if you buy 10, you buy 100, here's the price. It's $300.40 for the exact same 10-ounce metal. Let's look at another one. Here's another very, very reputable precious metal, gold and silver company, even more reputable than SD Bullion. They sell millions of dollars of precious metals, and that's the JBR bar, the serial number, the 100-ounce. This one right here that weighs 7 pounds. I was buying a bar a week, and you can see SD Bullion has a price. Well, it's not SD Bullion. I didn't give you the name. It has advertised as low as $3,157. That's the as low as price. If you buy one, it's $3,207. To get the discount, the as low as price, you got to buy 5 or more. I didn't buy 5 at a time when I bought these. I bought them weekly. Okay, and I've got quite a few of these bars, but it's $3,157 if you buy 5 at one time or more. And yes, people buy more than 5. I'm new to precious metal, gold, and silver. I've saved a little over $9,000 just stacking the silver that my wife and I have. But listen to me, I've learned and talked to people who have been doing this for quite some time. And man, they're spending quite a bit of money acquiring precious metals, gold, and silver, and they have been doing it for an extended period of time. So let's take a look at one more. Well, first, let's talk about the price of at cost metals. $3,004 for the exact same bar, where they had as low as $3,157. If you bought one, you're paying over $3,200. So we're $200 less for the exact same bar. Hope you're hearing me. Let's look at one more. Remember, I held up that sunshine bar. Here it is right here, 1 kilo. Beautiful sunshine bar. Okay. This is Walmart. Some of you shop at Walmart, but yet had no clue they sell precious metal, gold and silver. Online, they do. And as you can see, the price for that 1 kilo sunshine bar is $1,094.58. How much does that cost metals? $937.42 for the exact same bar. And I've realized that for the most part, the metal is coming from the same supplier. These companies getting the metal from the exact same supplier. They're just putting their markup on it like traditional business so that they can make some money, which is normal. Nothing wrong with that. That's not necessarily the model for at cost metals. So let's talk a little bit about who we are, what we're doing, how we're doing it, so that you can make the best decision for you and your family. First, there's 3 requirements for a successful company: perfect timing, perfect products, perfect business model. We have all 3, to be honest with you. Timing couldn't be better based on what's going on in the world today. I don't know your political flavor, but let me tell you who should get your first vote. You. You need to vote you in office, chief of command of your own family. I suggest that be your very first vote. What you do after that, it's up to you. But please vote for you, making the right decisions and choices for you and your family. So timing couldn't be any better. We've got perfect product. This is not a patch. It's not a pill. It's not a shake. Our product is MONEY with no expiration date. Who wouldn't mind having a garage full of gold or silver? Because that's our product. Perfect business model. The company's not going to ask you your race, your gender, your religion, your education, or your background to be a member. If you want to be a member, you just buy the membership, kind of like you would at Costco's or Sam's Club. It's a membership program. To get access to the at-cost pricing, you have to be a member. So let's talk more about the company. Brand new company, but extremely seasoned ownership and management, meaning they have experience in the precious metal space. You know, the CEO, Mr. Justin Davis, I met him almost 5 years ago, ironically enough, while I was in Hanoi, Vietnam, and he was from Dallas Metroplex. And we built a relationship on a Zoom, kind of like what we're doing right now. And I knew he had experience in the precious metal space, but at that time, he had created a software for my wife and I to use to leverage in the cryptocurrency space. It was a software that was teaching people how to never give up custody of your digital asset. And back during that time, that was unheard of. Everybody else wanted your money. And here he was creating a software that says, no, keep your money. So I thought that was very admirable. And it was the right thing to do, especially at that time with our experience in that space. It wasn't until I moved back to Dallas that he says, okay, I'm getting back into gold and silver, precious metal. He mentioned it a little bit while I was in Vietnam, but I wasn't, it was just a mention in the conversation. It was nothing more than that. When I got to Dallas, a few months after I got here, he's like, no, I'm starting another gold and silver precious metals company. I'm thinking, okay, all right. Based on my relationship with him, knowing the character of this man, I'm like, okay, my only concern is pricing. Well, I just showed you the pricing, right? I have no concern about pricing. I know we are the cheapest precious metals company out there simply because of the business model. So as you can see, we're offering true at cost pricing in precious metal and bullion. But if you choose to share your membership experience with others and leverage the business side of it, there is the most lucrative compensation plan where I'm going to go over some numbers with you. And I'm going to talk about the residual component that's fueled when people exchange fake money for real money. It's truly amazing to be able to work part-time, spare time, and have product that's not inferior. My product is money. That's my product. I'm okay with talking to people about money. And we leverage tools, AI, technology, to help one leverage and build the business and share their membership experience with others if you choose to do so. So let's talk a little bit more about the products. We're going to offer the exact same products as Costco's, Walmart, SD Bullion, JM Bullion, you name it, but we're offering it at cost. The American Eagles, the Buffaloes, the Morgans, the Peace, your Canadian Maple Leafs, South African Cougar Ranch, your generic bars and corns, your Englehart, your Johnson Matthey. There's more than 100 different products truly on our website that you can choose from. And again, our pricing, as you can see, no one comes even close. What's the big deal buying dealer direct versus at cost? Well, if you are buying direct from a dealer, there's nothing wrong with that, but that really has no bearing of the price. It just really refers to who sold it to you. At cost means the price the dealer pays is the price the member pays. Okay. At the time the company put together this presentation, they did a price comparison on a single silver eagle, which happens to be the most commonly purchased coin in the world. Some of our competitors were priced at $29.90, $31.54. You go to silver online retailers, $31.01, $31.24. So for the exact same coin, we're talking about a savings of anywhere from 12 to 18% for the exact same coin. Can I ask you a question? If you were at an intersection and your car needed gas, and you got gas station A on one side and gas station B on the other side, and you're looking at the advertised price. One is selling it for $5 a gallon. The other one is selling it for $4 a gallon. Where are you going to buy your gas? Are you going to pay $1 more for gas? Probably not. So why would you pay more for precious metals if you don't have to? So if this makes sense to you, the next question I would have was, Antoine, well, how much is the membership? That's the question. It's $399 for the best choice. Why? Because you get 18 months of unlimited at-cost pricing of physical precious metals and bullion. You get access to specialty collectible products and access to our Adapt trading vault, which we have a relationship with Cyber Metals. Cyber Metals is owned by JM Bullion, but it allows you to buy gold and silver in fractions, $5 worth, $10 worth of gold or silver. And it will be displayed in the app, 0.05 or whatever you purchase. But if you want to withdraw those funds or sell it, you can click a button to sell that precious metal and withdraw those funds by via ACH direct deposit into your own personal bank account. If you want the physical metal delivered to your door like this, then you want to fund the account of ACM, select the metal that you want, and have it shipped directly to your door. That's what I've done. Why? Because I want at-cost pricing. I want the best price. If all you're looking to do is save money, you don't have to do anything else. The company accepts MasterCard, Visa, Litecoin, Dogecoin to pay for your membership. And they're going to give you a free website that you can log into the back office, and you can go to your shopping cart. You can manage your account with the free website that the company's going to give you. At the end of the 18 months, you can choose to renew or you can walk away. The choice is yours. Now, if you only plan on buying one piece of metal, the membership is not going to make sense. I mean, that's like you don't buy a membership to Costco or Sam's Club if you only plan on just buying one steak and you're done. That doesn't make sense. The numbers have to add up. So if you understand that there's truly value here in the pricing of the precious metals, and it's giving people like you and I the opportunity to really stack at the best price possible, then the membership is going to make sense. Because as I share with you, we've saved more than $9,000 just from stacking precious metals, acquiring it from ACM versus a competitor. Now, let's take it a step further. If you choose to leverage this as a business, like I've done, then the company says, we want you to be a part of our Get Ahead Monthly Coin Program, where you're going to get an MS70 or PR70, both perfectly graded numismatic silver coin, or it could be some other similar graded coins. But we're going to give you some advantages and some benefits if you're a part of our Get Ahead Monthly Coin Program. That's how the company makes money. They make money on the membership, and they make money on the Get Ahead Monthly Coin Program. They don't make money on the metal that they sell us because we get it at cost. So I'm like, okay, I could do that. I don't mind leveraging it as a business because I could do a part-time spare time. But even more importantly, I want the tax advantages that go along with having a home-based business. And if you're telling me I can exchange fake money for real money, and you want me to order a Get Ahead Monthly coin every month, and I can write it off as tax deductible to me, I don't have a problem with that because those numbers make sense to me. So now let's talk about some income. Let's talk about how do you earn with at-cost metals. And there's no guarantees of income here. I mean, this is a business. If you're going to open up a restaurant, there's no guarantees you're going to have success. But I can tell you, we do have systems in place. Systems are designed to create duplication, which equals success. It's just a matter of you plugging in to the system and being consistent. The one thing that anyone can tell you about me and working this business, I have been consistent. I've done an overview for ACM every Tuesday, every Thursday with the same link for over 10 months. Consistent. Through the ups and downs of a startup and growing, because I capture the vision, I understand our product is money. No one gets hurt here. Because when you have your metal in your hands, there's nothing anybody could say to you. I don't care what somebody says. It doesn't matter to me. My metal is in my hands. You can't tell me anything. And I know what I paid for it. So end of story right there. And it's not just me. It's now thousands of others who are a part of the ACM family who have acquired precious metals. So let's talk about what they're going to pay people like you and I if we share a membership experience with others. Anytime someone that you directly introduce that use your link to buy that Metals Plus Service membership, it pays you a $50 direct bonus, okay? And then there's 100 points that's going to fuel our two-team structure. You're going to have a left team and a right team, okay? You even have a holding tank where you can have people that enroll and you can decide if you want to place them on your left team or you want to place them on your right team. That holding tank holds people for up to 24 hours. If you don't place them, then it's going to automatically drop them in your default settings of either left or right. So you can decide where you want people to go. To qualify to earn in this two-team structure, you need one membership cell on your left and one membership cell on your right, okay? Simple. And it's 100 points that fuels that two-team structure. It's dollar for dollar on the points, by the way. So 100 points in essence is like $100 that's going into that two-team structure. Now you can't go wider than two, but you can introduce as many people as you like. I've introduced probably over 39 people. I know people that have introduced a hell of a lot more than me over 50, over 80 directs. Yeah. But the 39 that I've introduced, are all of them active? No. Did all of them want to build a business? No. A lot of them just want to be customers and save money. Very few are active, but that very few has rewarded me in a monthly income where I've earned more in a month than maybe what some people would consider a great income for a year, or a decent income for a year. And I'm not sharing this with you to impress you. It just goes back to me being consistent and understanding the value of the business itself. I treat this like a real business, because that's what it is. And our product is real, MONEY. So 2 people, you're in position. You got $50 direct for each one you introduce on the Metals Plus Service membership, and 100 points fuels that 2-team structure. That Get Ahead monthly coin program that the company talked about, where there's some advantages. It's about $75 to $85 for that Get Ahead monthly coin, and 20 points per coin. Now, there's some competitors in this space, and I've looked at them because I want to know what was out there. That's what I did. To be quite frank with you, their compensation plan doesn't come close, and they're selling overpriced metals. To me, it's all about the pricing. Silver is silver. I'm not going to pay $200-300 more because it's got the Titanic on it. I can really care less about that. There are some special collectibles that my wife have acquired. We've got some that, oh, that's kind of unique. Okay, I'll take that one. But for the most part, just give me real pure silver or gold. Okay, at the end of the day, that's my family. Okay, so I want the best price, and I haven't seen anybody come close to ACM on pricing. And then on their point or their coin to stay active, where they have to, get the benefits, where we're paying $75 to $85 a coin, they're paying more than $135 to $160 for the exact same coin, with the exact point qualification, which is 20 points. Dollar for dollar on the points, in essence, that's $20. So I'm okay with acquiring the Get Ahead monthly coin. Matter of fact, I acquire more than one. So it's 20 points per coin. Okay. Specialty bullion, 1 to 50 points per coin. Again, going back to those who are very experienced and seasoned in precious metals, they know what they want. They've been buying it for quite some time. It's just now they're buying it from ACM because of better pricing. See, they're not loyal to a company. They're loyal to pricing. It has to make sense. And I've seen people buy $20,000, $40,000, $60,000 worth, $100,000 worth precious metals. And I've seen more than 4,000 points fuel that 2-team structure, because it's infinite levels down. You may not know these people 100 levels down, but they buy special Britannica or special metal that sends 4,000 points from the bottom of the tree all the way back up to the top. It's tracked in real time, by the way. You can see it in your back office. Now, watch this. Every time there is an accumulation of 500 points on your left team and 500 points on your right team, it pays you a $500 cycle bonus. Every time that happens, and it's tracked in real time. And then the company says we have a matching bonus. 10% match on personal referral team cycles for affiliates ranked silver or gold. You see, the company wants to reward people who are actively working and growing the business, because they're not spending hundreds of thousands of dollars running TV commercials and advertisement. They have redirected those dollars to everyday ordinary people like you and I that choose to share our membership experience with others. And so, working it part-time, some working faster than me, some working slower than me. I've just made a point to be consistent, because I like income of where I am in being consistent. And so 10% match on personal referral team cycles for affiliates ranked silver or gold. We're going to talk about the ranks in just a minute. But if you are at least the silver and I'm one of your directs, I cycle, I earn $500, you earn a 10% match. 50, 50, 50, 50. You're saying grow, Antoine, grow. And it shows you in your back office who you got the match on. So you can see who cycled and earned 500. Listen, there's a level playing field here with at cost metals. People that are below you can out earn you. There have been times at the beginning of commission week when I look at my back office and I see 50, 50, but I haven't cycled. I don't see 500, 500. I see 50, 50, which means my direct cycle, they earn 500, I earn 50. At that point in that time, they have out earned me. So there's a level playing field here. In spite of what you may think and the structure and all of that, don't get lost in the minutia of things. There's a level playing field here. Everyone has opened up their own at cost metals business per se. And we all have the exact same equal opportunity. It's just how fast you want to grow your business versus someone else. Okay? Pot of gold. The company says we're going to take the top position in the company, and it has the ability to grow organically, no different than any other position. We'll take 50% of those commissions and we will split it equally amongst all those at the gold rank. So we just really getting started. We know that that position can grow over time. So what do you want to do? Get to gold. All right. And the company announced a promotion for new members that are starting. Your first cycle, new members, it doesn't require 500 points left and 500 points right. You only need 300 points on your left, 300 points on your right, and you will cycle and earn a $300 bonus. So let's really look at that. To qualify to earn in a two-team structure, you need how many? 2. You need one on your left and one on your right. If they're getting the Metals Plus Service membership, that's 50 for one that you put on your left and 50 direct bonus for one that you put on your right. So right there, you've made $100. Now, you've introduced 2 people. If you teach those 2 to do exactly what you just did, they're going to earn exactly what you just earned. They're going to earn $100 for the 2 membership sales that they did each. But that's enough for 300 points on your left and 300 points on your right, which means you've just cycled and put $300 in your pocket. So now you've earned a total of $400. Cat quick, just like that. How fast do you want to do that? So your first cycle, you could put money in your pocket rather quickly. And for those that are at the rank of silver and gold, for helping them get there, you earn that 10% match, 30 on your directs. Speaking of ranks, how many do we have? 3. Affiliate, silver, gold. That's it. Affiliates can earn up to $2,000 in income for the week. Silvers can earn up to $10,000 for the week in income. Golds can earn up to $30,000 for the week in income. When this company first flipped the switch to launch, that first commission week, there were affiliates, silvers, and gold that maxed out in commission within a matter of days for that first week in commission run. That means it's possible. I want to talk about residual income right now. And this portion that I'm going to talk about, it has nothing to do with new people joining your team. Let's just say your team has already grown, it's there. But let's not talk about the bonus, the direct bonus. Let's not talk about the cycle from new membership sales or from special Britannicas that have been purchased. Let's just talk about the Get Ahead monthly coin, which is 20 points per coin. What I need you to understand is some people are like me. We buy more than 2 of those coins every single month. I buy at least a minimum of 3. That's we want the coin. And it's tax deductible to us. And we're acquiring silver. I'm okay with that. And it helps the company to be healthy. I'm okay with that. So when you have 25 coins that are purchased from your left team, 25 coins purchased from your right team. Now, how many people did you introduce? A minimum of 2 who begin to grow their teams. And as that team grows infinite levels down, those who are choosing to leverage this as a business, they're on the Get Ahead monthly coin program, you're at $500 a month. And I'm talking about coins, not people. So if I was one of yours on your left, I'm buying 3 a month. You get, so it's coins. When you have 100 coins on your left that have been purchased, 100 coins on your right that have been purchased, you earn $2,000 a month in residual income that has nothing to do with new people joining your team. You see how that works? When you have 500 coins purchased from your left team, 500 coins purchased from your right team, you're at 10,000 a month. The numbers are the numbers. When you have 2,500 coins purchased from your left team, 2,500 coins purchased from your right team, you're over 50,000 a month in residual income. You see, our product is real. It's money, folks. And people don't mind exchanging fake money for real money. It's got to grow. It's over time. If it took you 4 years to get to 50,000 a month, educating consumers on how to exchange fake money for real money, would it be worth it? I mean, what are you doing today that over the next 4 years you could earn $50,000 a month residual income? Residually. Maybe you're doing something and it's getting you there. God bless you. But what about the masses? The masses would like to get to 2,000 a month in residual income. If you fail these numbers by 50% and you only got it 50% correct, would you be okay? Let's take it a step further. Let's say you were so terrible, you only scored a 10. So you got the numbers 10% correct. Would you be okay residual income wise? Of course you would. Because our product is real, folks. It's MONEY. Some additional information as we begin to wrap up. Points can accumulate up to your max base rate. At cost means the price the dealer pays is the same price the customer pays. Unused points, don't miss this part. Here's one of the benefits of being a part of the Get Ahead Monthly Coin Program, okay? And it's one that really separates us from some competitors. Unused points remain intact. They do not reset after a cycle. What does that mean, Antoine? Let me give you an example. Remember, everything is tracked in real time. Let's say you got 900 points on your left team, 800 points on your right. Well, you've definitely cycled because you got more than 500 left and 500 right. Boom, you see $500 in commission right there coming to you. But what about those remaining points left over? You had 900 left, you had 800 on your right. And our competitor, the company that's charging $130 to $160 for that same coin, they flush, they go away, they disappear, and you got to start all over again. You don't have to with at-cost metals as long as you're part of the Get Ahead Monthly Coin. Those points stay. So if you don't cycle again, then they carry over to the next commission week. If you don't cycle that week, they stay. They carry over to the next commission week. You don't cycle that next week, they stay. They carry over to the next commission week. As long as you are active, the points never, ever go away. Are you hearing me? Let's say all of a sudden one of your teams really take off and you end up with 2,000 points on your left team and you're growing your weak side. You don't want the 2,000 to ever go away. So what do you need to do? Be a part of the Get Ahead Monthly Coin Program. Stay active and the points never leave. If you got 2,000 points there, it's $2,000 that's waiting for you to build the weak side. Every time you accumulate 500 on your left, 500 right, boom, pays you $500 cycle. So that's one of the advantages of being a part of the Get Ahead Monthly Coin Program. Pay period is when? It's Sunday a.m. to Saturday p.m. Central Standard Time. So whatever you're doing commissions this week, it is released to you the following week. We use Pay Quicker, and with Pay Quicker, you can have funds direct deposit to your own personal bank account, or you can buy the Pay Quicker Visa card. We compress on the direct and 10% match when it's appropriate. That's another reason you want to be a part of the Get Ahead Monthly Coin Program so that you don't miss out on any commissions, direct commission or any of the matching bonuses. If you're not active, then the compress will search up the genealogy to look for the next active person and pay out the commissions to them. The company don't want to keep the money. They want to pay it out to the people that deserve to earn it. 75% hard cap on commissions to ensure the company stays open. Affiliate leaders have input on the direction of the company, which means the company listens to us. The reason we have the new member cycle, 300 left, 300 right, to earn a $300 cycle bonus was because the company listened to us. And they said, okay, we could do that. That won't hurt the company. And voila, we have it. You see, I love the fact that companies listen to the field. I've been the president of a cryptocurrency company out of Korea. And I'm telling you, you want to have people at the top, company, the corporate, that will listen to you. And we have that here. Is there a business? Are people really exchanging fiat for real money? Well, according to CBS News, April 10th, 2024, Costco's, which is a membership to shop, is now selling up to $200 million a month in gold and silver. And they're selling out. And they had a limit. And these are people that have no clue about at-cost metals. I am a member of Costco's. I bought an executive membership for $120. Do I shop every week at Costco's? No. Do I shop every month at Costco's? No. Do I go at least every other month? Yes. I buy enough for that membership to make sense. And I do the exact same thing with at-cost metals. I buy enough precious metals for the membership to make sense. We talked about technology. If you choose to leverage this to share your membership experience with others, we've got technology, AI-driven technology, an app that's in the iOS and the Play Store, and it's the Advancement Navigator. It's designed to help advance you through affiliate, through silver, through gold. Some leaders have created their own tools and systems, and if they have them, great. Plug into those tools and systems. If they don't, welcome to the Advancement Navigator. The company that created this app train us every single Friday at 12 noon Central Standard Time. And if you miss that training, it's recorded. It's teaching you how to use the app, built-in CRM system. Because how do you manage your business if you're part-time, spare time? And how do you manage it effectively? People that look at ACM today may not be ready today. People might change with time and circumstances. How do you drip on them? Well, you use systems and tools like Advancement Navigator. There's a free version, there's a paid version. I started out on the free version for a couple of weeks, and I was like, this is amazing, because I was going to build a system and tool for me and the team. But it was going to cost me a hell of a lot more than what the Advancement Navigator is providing us for free, much less the paid version, which is absolutely amazing. You get in where your budget fits in, but just know there's a free version that does absolutely everything. The bottom line, we know that there's a better way to do precious metals, and we actually have the best bullion prices and the best affiliate compensation plan to prove it. And the person that invited you here really want you to be a part of it. What I like to do is I like for you to hear from a couple people that were at our event in Dallas. We had a special event. We had a special event at the DFW Sheraton in Dallas. The founders of the companies were there. People flew in from all over the US. We even had someone flying from Australia that were there. And then we had some of the most impactful training of people sharing with us and educating us on the banking system and on why we should be acquiring precious metal, gold, and silver, and what's going to happen over the next few years. It was very, very powerful. I want you to hear from a couple of these people. The first person I'm going to ask to share is a young lady that is truly, truly amazing. And she has decided to leverage this as a business. She's working at part-time, spare time. She don't have to do this. She's extremely successful in her own right, but she likes the value proposition and she wants to get this out to the masses. And she's become a good dear friend of mine. Her name is Terry Schuler. Terry, if you don't mind, please share with us why at-cost metals for you and what was your experience in Dallas at the event? Uh-oh, one more time. You're muted, Terry. There, uh-oh, I'm unmuting you. Hold on, let me do it. Let me see if I can do it.
Yeah, you do it.
There you go. You got it.
Thanks, Antoine. I appreciate that. I appreciate those kind words. Look, I've been in the marketing business for about 28 years, and I've worked globally all over the world with products that have expiration dates, and certainly products that take a lot of explanation. Here's the simple truth, guys. This is the best platform I have seen in my 28 years, and I'm so grateful because Antoine happens to be the person that introduced me here, and I'll be grateful to him forever for that. What we saw in Dallas was something that I've been to a lot of events, and I've put on a lot of events globally in marketing. And I will tell you that this has been such a great experience because it's really about a simple platform that really shares. If you share this with your friends, you're doing them a big favor, because in today's world, we're looking at fiat currency doing nothing but devaluation. And, I came home from that with one line, and I said this, I think, a week or so ago. Jan and I, my husband and I, no longer measure our wealth in US dollars or fiat currency. We now measure it in ounces. Now, we've been involved with silver and gold since 2015, bought monster boxes for our grandchildren, all of that. But today's world, folks, just do us all a favor. Take a look at what we have here. The prices are amazing. We can't be beat in terms of pricing, but be more than willing to share this with the people that you care about, because everybody needs to have a little bit of precious metals, and there's no better place to get it. This company, I would just end with this. You do not want to look back 1, 2, or 3 years from now and look back at cost metals and say, why didn't I do this? Get in and save money. If that's all you want to do, that's great. But if you want to build another residual income, I don't know of another platform that deserves your attention more than this. So Antoine, thanks so much. You do such a great job, but I appreciate you just calling on me a little bit tonight. Thanks.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for sharing, Terry. There's another gentleman that I don't see him on here. Brad Jackson is if you're here, Brad, raise your hand so I can find you. There you are. Actually, Jackson, I see him now. I want you to hear. Oh, wait a minute. Where are you at, Brad? I don't see. There you are. I'm going to ask Brad to share his at cost metals experience. Brad, take it away, sir.
Well, thank you, Antoine. Yeah, it's been a short time here, but my name's Brad Jackson. I'm out of Hazlet, Texas. I'm about 15 minutes southwest of Texas Motor Speedway, or 6 miles north of Fort Worth. And I'm very grateful for the opportunity to share how I met my sponsor and how I became a part of At Cost Metals. Tonight, I'm going to be sharing the power of networking and how critical it is to get to events whenever possible. You don't know who you're going to meet or when a speaker is going to have an impact on your life. Back in 2017, August, I had one of those moments. And there was a gentleman on stage. He stood up and reminded me, you are a human being. You were born with everything you need to be successful already installed inside of you. You may not use it, but it's there. And that's when I realized that the life I was living, I had created. And I also realized that I had the power to create a completely different life. So on September 6th of 2017, I got up there in the front of this motorhome and got in that driver's seat, and I left Southeast Iowa and I relocated to Hazlet, Texas. So I've been here for 7 years. And then a friend of mine from Canada put out a challenge. It was a 90-day video challenge. And it was designed to get you comfortable in front of a camera so that you can make content when needed. And I accepted that challenge. And as I was doing my videos, this gentleman kept commenting on my post. Had no idea who he was, where he's from. I didn't know nothing about him, but he was positive and encouraging, with his comments. And So curiosity got the best of me, and I went to his page and found out he was still part of the video challenge. And about his third video, he's standing out in front of his home. There's an American flag waving in the background on a pole. He's like, "Good morning." He says, "It's a beautiful day here in Texas." My light bulb went off, and I shot him a message. I said, "Where in Texas are you?" He responded right away. I was shocked. He said, "I'm in Fort Worth, brother. Where are you?" I said, "I'm in Hazlet. We need to meet." And so we made a time for a place and a time. We met. He brought his 2 teenage sons and his 8-year-old daughter with him. We had a great dinner. We had a very good conversation. He shared with me what he was doing. He was purchasing gold, and that's where I started acquiring gold. But then in 2019, we had an event in Atlanta, Georgia. And me and Philip, that was the gentleman that I met, we became very, very close. He was like a second father to me. My father died when I was 16 in a car wreck in Arlington. I trusted this man with my life. And we talked, we didn't go more than 1 or 2 days without talking in some way. At that event, met up in a hotel room with some other affiliates, and I was introduced to Grady Holcomb, who's my sponsor. I was not interested in socializing because the Cowboys were playing and I was drinking my beer. I said I was nice. I said hi. I shook their hand, but then I was focused on the game. That was our interaction. We didn't hit it off and hey, best friends forever. That was the only interaction I had with Grady. And sadly, November of 2021, our friend passed away. So Philip is Grady's and I connection. So August of this year, Grady sends me a message. "Hey, I don't know if you remember who I am, but we met in Atlanta," and I knew exactly who he was. And it was because of my friend Philip, our friend Philip. Philip gave Grady the trust that I needed, because I knew Philip would not lead me to somebody that was, not good. And so Grady and I started talking and back and forth. He invited me to the event in Dallas. Unfortunately, my schedule didn't allow it, but I insisted that we meet up somewhere before he went back home to Missouri. And I got off working at the airport on Sunday evening, and I messaged him back and forth. We were going to meet at the stockyards. He couldn't handle the Texas sun, Antoine.
Not a lot of people can.
It's cooking me out here. Yeah. The Texas sun doesn't have no mercy on nobody. So we messaged back and forth for a little bit, and turns out we were like 7 minutes apart. I'm like, man, this is just there's another being, or God's making this happen. And we met up at Spring Creek Barbecue there in Irving, and we had a wonderful meal, a wonderful conversation. And a week ago, I joined At Cost Metals. And you see my name is not my name. On September 26th of 2020, I found myself laying in a Decatur hospital. 80% of my vision was gone. I was 308 pounds. My blood sugar was 964. And my A1C was 11.4. They told me I had type 2 diabetes and there was nothing I could do about it. To this day, I still don't know why I'm on this planet. But that journey there got me to wake up and take my health seriously. And I'm a health coach. I work a full-time job, a part-time job. I'm a health coach. I'm helping people all over the country, and that's I use Zoom. And so that's the reason for my Coach Action Jackson. That's my nickname through darts. I'm a semi-pro dart player. I'm a professional horseshoe pitcher. And in my spare time, I sleep.
So you are now a member of At Cost Metals.
Yes, sir.
Guys, I've said this before, you never meet people just to be meeting people. You meet people for a position in life or a transition in life. And sometimes the position and transition may not happen for years down the road. But this gentleman, Coach Action Jackson, is able to reflect back and understand the position and transition because of Philip, who was like a father to him, who introduced him to Grady. And now here we are, they come full circle. And because Grady opened up his mouth and reached out and sent a message to Coach Action Jackson, now he is a member of At Cost Metals and they're working together, building this business. Coach Jackson, welcome to At Cost Metals.
Thank you for having me.
Guys, two types of mindsets are here. All you have to do is share with the person that invited you. Either you have the mindset of a number one or mindset of a number two. The mindset of a number one says, Antoine, I'm in. If that's you, you get back with that person that invited you, get their link, you enroll. The mindset of a number two says, Antoine, this looks great, but just not for me. Listen, we go in knowing it's not for everyone. Be honest with that person that invited you because they thought enough of you not to prejudge you. They simply want to get you in front of 100% of the information so that you can make the best decision for you and your family. We have these Zooms every Tuesday, every Thursday, same link, same time, giving you a chance to invite individuals to be a fly on the wall to find out more about At Cost Metals. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. That concludes our Zoom for tonight. Take care and God bless everyone.